kind of don't like how him and Kevin, they always use black women as the negative.
Didn't go to his funeral, but you went to his birthday and crashed his birthday and gave him a gift. So
Exactly, that person is the.
What's going on, y'all? Grind Motivate back in this thing again with another video. And today we checking out some mediocre tutorials and reviews. I guess we got a slightly lighter topic here, and it is I guess the title is, she says you're using Kevin Samuels' death for profit. How to deal with death. Do you think that out of all those people that he was they was friends with, I think mediocre tutorials and reviews and another dude actually showed up to his funeral. So would you say that would be him using profit, or what do you think?
I just feel like after Kevin Samuels passed away, it seems like he suddenly has a lot of friends in the manosphere.
Yeah, a lot of fake little jokers.
No, I just feel like it's, I don't know.
There's a list of people that that's been out there. So they got O'Shea Jackson. They say he didn't go to his funeral. You talked about that. You said he lives in a whole another country, so that's a lot tougher of a situation.
I just feel like, first of all, from the point where we know his death till the funeral was like 3 weeks apart.
Yeah.
I don't think it's reasonable to expect people to just drop everything they're doing and attend the funeral, because if you are a YouTuber,
but don't you drop everything you're doing on a regular if you have a regular situation?
If you're a YouTuber with also a full-time job, and it depends on how lenient your job is, sometimes you just can't get vacation or PTO. No, it depends on your job. You just can't.
For a death in a family or a death of a friend?
Yeah, for a death of an internet friend? No, that's not a reason for that. It doesn't make any sense.
But they don't have to. They're not gonna sit there and clarify what kind of friend it is. They're just gonna say a friend, and most people aren't gonna go.
No, because
was it
think about
friend?
it. If you really have a busy life, your schedule will be booked 3 weeks off. You have meetings, and you have to cancel all those meetings. Explain to those people why you have to cancel, and then you have to reschedule it. And it's like, I just don't think it's reasonable.
It doesn't take a week to do a funeral.
Yeah, but like to take 2-3 days out of your life in short notice, I don't think it's very reasonable. If you have a big deal to sign with clients, it just doesn't, because if you give up this opportunity, somebody else might snatch it. So you lost a big business deal. And so it depends on how, like I even asked you, like, if you have a close friend that died in a separate country, in the other country, are you gonna drop everything you are and just book a ticket and fly out there to attend the funeral?
Only because it would be tough.
Exactly.
That's a tougher situation than me being in Georgia and him having his funeral in Oklahoma or Texas, or me living right there in Texas and not going to Oklahoma to the funeral after I'd have made 20 videos about the guy.
No, I feel like people just expect, it's so easy for you to expect people, like, you don't even always show up for your friends when they expect you to be there when you're in the same city. So I don't think it's cool to blame all these other people.
It's not a funeral.
But still, it's like the same thing. It's like, I don't think it's.
I mean, there are certain reasons and regulations on why you probably can't make it, but I think that
what does it show?
Like,
this guy passed already. Like, showing up to his funeral and cry about it. Like, what does it do? Like,
you sound like a cold.
I just feel.
Nor did I ask a question. I posed a statement, and I was speaking on how I realized you had an influx of videos to your channel.
First, this lady looks very gross. I'm gonna note that.
About Kevin Samuels, which you explained. Okay, you already posted these videos beforehand, and you gave him his flowers before he died. But for me, what's understood doesn't mean to me. But you're interrupting me. You're not even like, okay, can I interject?
Not the platform. That platform and just. Here's the first thing. Here's the first thing. Are you gonna put yourself on camera? Because you're acting like a toddler, you're acting like a baby.
I'm definitely not acting like a toddler.
How old are you? Do you have children?
First of all, yes, I do have children. Second of all, you don't even know me. Third of all, let's speak. Can I please say something right quick, if you don't mind? So say what you can say.
The first thing that you have to say is that I'm sorry. That's the first thing that you have to say. Is you have to apologize before we continue forward. Listen.
Why do I need to apologize?
Disrespecting me and other men that look like me throughout my life is not going to happen on my platform.
I'm not disrespecting you. In fact, something that I said, you misinterpreted. And I can gladly correct it for you, your misinterpretation.
Do you feel that she's being disrespectful? No? Why not?
I kind of feel like mediocre tutorials acting like Kevin Samuels right now. I kind of don't like that.
But if you had a you know, like a platform or a show or something, somebody came on talking ruckus to you, don't you feel like you should have a say about that?
No, you put yourself in a public space. So if someone's challenging you, then you should be the one that's clarifying.
Yeah,
for
but they can
yourself,
challenge
I
you
think.
over there on their channel. Why they come on here talking ruckus to you on
You
your
have an
video?
open platform, so you should be expecting anyone to join, or else don't have an open platform.
So you can't regulate them?
You could, but you obviously are not regulating, so that's why these
So
people
you
are
were
jumping on your
just
channel.
business minded about the funerals, and now you're saying, oh, you're just letting anybody do anything.
No, I'm saying it's your channel, right? And then you let this person hop on your channel, and now she's challenging you. So now you have two options. You can either just pew,
Yeah,
and
but
be
if
like,
she's being disrespectful while challenging you, well, then
how
why can't
how
it
is
just be a calm? Why can't she not talk over you and yell at you?
What did she say that's disrespectful?
I guess she's been disrespecting him before that.
Yeah, what did she say?
I don't know. The video started
We
midway.
have to find out then.
Yeah, but okay. You ain't making no sense.
Turn, mama. You
I
spoke
did
in
not
turn.
speak out of turn. If you were listening
No,
to what
because so far I didn't hear anything from her that's disrespectful to him.
Yes, but talking over somebody on their platform, wouldn't that be disrespectful?
He was talking over her, and she said, "Can you let me finish?"
Yeah, but it's his. It's his.
So you're like Marvin Gaines because it's his platform. He can just say whatever shit they want.
To a degree.
No, I don't think
To a
that's
degree.
the case. It's, you invite these people to your platform, so you're equals. That's how the platform works. If you feel like you're superior, no.
I don't think so.
Just
I don't
because
think so.
you're the host of the platform.
It's equals until you start talking loud and being disrespectful and throwing shots and stuff. It's equal till then. Yeah, we'll have a nice cordial conversation, but then when you start yelling, talking over me, I think that's when it kind of goes.
No, but also we talked about it because, for example, Fresh and Fit, they
Yeah.
invite those kind of girls, know
Yeah.
exactly what's gonna happen because
Uh-huh.
they want that clout from those girls acting stupid.
But he didn't invite this type of woman expecting that.
It's his platform. He asked her to join the live chat. She hopped on, and then he could just shut her
Yeah,
off.
but he's not a disrespectful dude. We've watched his
No,
videos.
he
before.
could terminate this conversation right now, but he chose to keep her because he wants to hear what she has to say and then rebuttal.
Okay.
So now it's time for her to say her points.
Okay, let's get it.
it is that I said. And let me clarify for you, if you will. Let me clarify for you, if you will.
Respectful. You were being
Okay, let me clarify for you, if you will. Will you let me clarify for you?
no, the first thing that you have to do is apologize before you
Right,
say
you're
what
not right. There's nothing to apologize for if you allow me to clarify.
You know what? Clarify and close me, and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
Go
You
ahead.
said that I was being
You know who she looks like? She looks like Gunna. Remember that? Oh, y'all know who that is. Yeah.
You said I was being disrespectful because I said that there are people that are way worse than Kevin Samuels. Vocally, verbally, with vernacular, language, linguistically, yes.
That's
There
not
are other person on.
That's not the reason I said that you were disrespectful.
So I didn't disrespect you. You called me out of my name. From that point, that's when I chose to disrespect you. Because you disrespected me. You can gladly go back and look.
Listen, I did not say that you were disrespectful because of that. I said because of your tone, the way that you're addressing me, your aggressive attitude is extremely disrespectful. And as a mother, if you don't understand how that is disrespectful, you're not filtering correctly. You're on my platform, rolling your eyes like a child. You are incapable of continuing forward within this conversation until you.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Was it Kevin Samuels had a conversation with Nicki Minaj?
Mm-hmm.
She rolled her eyes too. Kevin didn't say shit. It's like they always pick the one that they know they can pick on. It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you tolerate other kind of women. I'm not saying like he did the same thing, but I'm just saying it's like you would tolerate women with more clout than you to do these things because you don't have the balls to challenge them. But then if it's a regular joker that looks ugly, then you're gonna be like calling them out. I think this is what, that's why I feel like these people are just kind of like hypocrites. Yeah, because you pick and choose who you want to start the war with.
Kevin Samuels is absolutely a hypocrite for the Nicki Minaj thing, but I guess you said it too. You was like, he business.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you allow Nicki Minaj doing it, then you lost the right of calling out other women doing that to your channel.
Right, because that was what his channel was about in the first place.
Because now we see your boundaries. Like you don't have a clear boundary.
Yeah, so you're not who we thought you were. Like this, like everything that we thought about you, like this is like it's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I think it's different with him. I agree with what he's saying. I thought he came at her like your tone and all this kind of stuff is not right.
But again, this is his channel, right?
Yeah.
But he only started posting from 2 minutes ago, and we didn't get to see the part where she was disrespectful. So now
I'm guessing that's why he just said your tone and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that's why I'm questioning why didn't you include the part where she was disrespectful? Like I want to hear her tone and make the judgment
no,
myself.
this looks like an Instagram thing.
Why
so
did
you
you
don't
cut it
you don't
out?
really get to see who's coming up on your Instagram thing.
No, I'm saying like why did you leave out the part where she was disrespectful?
I don't know. Maybe it was unimportant.
Or maybe it wasn't in supportive of his point. Maybe
yeah.
she wasn't disrespectful at all.
We don't know.
So
we ain't too sure. I don't know. Let's get it. But how would you feel if I had a live stream and some joke came on there talking loud and all that?
Oh, I would be like, yeah, keep on going. Like, because I feel like everyone that have a common sense will feel like that person's a monkey and we're human beings. So it's like, it's like, yeah, we can see who is the one that's like less developed, less civilized. So yeah, you're making a fool of yourself, and then I can make a clip.
So earlier you just said that it's his platform, he could cut her off.
Yeah, I could cut you off, but I feel like you have a business. There's a business kind of potential. It's gonna help us get clout if I.
So that's what you're saying. So he's keeping her on there for clout, and he's trying to make her
exactly.
So she's the monkey.
So that's my
situation.
point. Yeah, that's my point. If you think she's a monkey, then don't argue with the monkey. Make the monkey do his role. Like if you are trying to say that, oh, you disrespect me, respect me, apologize to me.
Yeah.
You look like a fool too.
Okay.
Because you can't ask people to respect you if they don't respect you.
You're right. You it's kind of like you're like somebody trying to get a whooping or somebody trying to suddenly show some authority, and it's like I don't respect you. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. It's more like, like in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you know that person's disrespecting you or that person doesn't love you anymore, you can't be crying and be like, love me, please love me. He doesn't love you anymore. You only have one option, leave that person. It's the same thing. You can't.
Yeah. The only way to genuinely make somebody respect you is the caveman way. In a situation.
I 100% disagree. I think caveman way is the way to make people fear you. They don't respect you, they just fear you.
Okay, you're right. Okay, you're right.
That's
but they will shut the hell up after that.
But they don't respect you.
You're right. Okay, let's get it.
To apologize to myself as well as everyone else that is within here, because you were.
Okay, I'm sorry that you felt offended.
No,
I definitely apologize for the fact that you felt offended.
We're not gonna do. I'm sorry that you felt offended. That's not the way that we're gonna conduct conversations over here.
He hit her. Hit her with that blammer.
That's not how we're gonna conduct conversations over here, guys. Let me tell you something. A young one, anybody, someone that apologizes that I felt offended. That's a passive aggressive way to minimize the reality of the situation. That's not going to happen over here. That young lady is the epitome of sign language. She's the epitome of being angry for her choices and decisions that she made in her life. She is angry that she is most likely a single mother. She is angry for the things that Kevin used to talk about. She is angry for the things on my channel and the things that I talk about. She is very out of pocket. She's very emotional. And I just can't have that on my platform like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the mute button over here the same way that I have it up on the YouTube channel. And it's very hard to conduct conversations with young women with such a putrid spirit, such a putrid heart. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to move on from that conversation. All right, guys, a little bit different of a video today.
What does putrid mean?
Putrid, like it's rotting, snakes.
Putrid?
Putrid.
P-U-T-R-I-E-D?
No, just ID. P-U-T-R-I-D.
Yeah. Putrid.
Yeah.
I like his word of choice.
Yeah, I thought he explained it well. I don't think it was Kevin Samuelsy. I think he had some Kevin Samuels kind of things in there, but I think overall, I think he was respectful. Even when the lady went off, he didn't crush her or say nothing crazy about her. He just was talking like what she actually did.
I didn't like the part where he kind of generalized her, like be like, oh, she's the type of woman that Kevin Samuels be talking about, like single mom and this and that. Like,
she probably was though.
Yeah, but I don't think it's fair for you to call out single moms like that.
Yeah, but if that's the reason why this woman is mad.
No, because imagine if it's a white YouTuber, right?
Mhm.
And then there's this like black guy
Yeah.
being challenging, right?
Okay.
And then he shut him up and be like, see, I think this is the type of black guy. It's like very hood, uneducated, blah blah blah. As a black person, you might feel offended because you're like, wow, you're making generalization on black people. That's fucked up. I think it's the same thing. It's like I feel like whenever
Is that the same thing?
no, I just feel like whenever you feel like,
Mhm.
oh, it might be true. Like put yourself in the shoe. What if this comment is not on not on single mom? It's
Yeah.
on black guy. You know, it's
Yeah.
like I think any kind of generalization is fucked up.
Okay. Okay.
I would implore you guys to not only watch this video, but to send it out to anybody that's still dealing with the negative feelings or the grieving or the mourning of Kevin, but also to those that are experiencing grieving or loss of anybody who they considered a loved one. I think as men, dealing with grieving, dealing with loss, or dealing with our emotions is a touchy subject, but I'm happy to encroach on this subject on my channel. Let's get active. What's up, my brother?
Greetings, brother. How are you?
I've been better.
Cheers.
Are you coming to talk in about the last conversation or ask me questions about Kevin?
No.
What's up?
You look sad.
Give me about 3 minutes and then I'll be out. I don't have a lot to say.
If you can do it in 1 minute, my brother, no disrespect.
No problem. So, my father, his body passed away about 2.5 years ago. And he and I are very close. Very, very close. Yet and still, when his body died, there was no grieving for me. My other brothers and sisters, they grieved and told stories and reminisced. But the reason why I didn't grieve and I don't grieve and I haven't grieved and I'm not going to grieve is because I believe in God. And I am fully aware that we are not our bodies. And what I love about my father and what I respect about my father is A, what he did, and B, who he is. And what he is his spirit. What he is his soul, and his soul is alive and well. You know, the only reason to grieve for somebody whose body has died, and really that's what it is, that's what I call it. It's the body that dies, is if they live the wicked life. And if they live the wicked life, then there's a good chance that you won't see them again. You know, but if they live the righteous life, then you're here, at least from what you can observe, doing the work of God. And that's the work that you're here to do. Then we're all trying to get to the same place. And if we're all trying to get to the same place, then, you know, I have a very high hope that I'll be seeing my father.
What do you think about it?
I think we're grieving because, yes, even if you're religious, that person has gone to a better place, right? But as long as I'm living in this universe, in this reality,
Right.
I won't be able to feel that person's presence.
Yeah.
That's why I'm grieving, because if I'm religious, till I get to the same place as that person, when I die, I wouldn't have that person's actual presence in my life anymore. Like, yes, you can say that person's still around, but like I can't feel it.
Right.
So that's why I'm grieving. So
Yeah, so I think it's like what he's saying, it has a good feeling behind it or whatever, but it's like it's not really applicable to most people.
I think it's a good way to kind of like brainwash yourself into thinking
Right.
death can be a good thing,
Mhm.
but still we're still grieving because that person's no longer here.
Right.
Like, we're selfish. We want, like, if that's somebody important to me, I'm selfish. I want that person to be
Is that
in my
selfish?
life.
Or is that just regular?
If you think that person has gone to a better place, it's selfish. Like, even if if I'm religious and I know he's gone to a better place, and with me it's a worse place,
Yeah.
you know, but I still want him to be next to me because I want his presence.
Right.
So it's like,
Okay.
Again,
Should we skip to another part?
yeah.
Experienced within this, and you know, I know that you leverage your father within this, and thank you. I haven't quite heard it put like that before, and I'm trying to still wrap my mind around it, but it makes so much sense. but thank you, because I have not heard a perspective like that before.
Well, brother, look, I didn't hear it until it hit me. You know, I've not really experienced, you know, my father dying was really the first time somebody that really was close to me died. I've had people, you know, but my father was my father. And when I got word that he died, my brother called me, told me to sit down. I sat down, he told me. And for about 3 hours, I was very confused. I didn't really know what to do. And then I'm Muslim, so I got down to pray. It was time to pray, and so I prayed. And as I was praying for my father, I simply, you know, I pray for him every day, 5 times a day. And so whenever I prayed for him, I started to pray for him this time. And as I was praying for him, I realized that most of the things that I prayed for him, I didn't have to pray for him. I prayed for his happiness. I prayed for his physical health. I prayed for him to be content. And it's like, I just kept praying. I was like, oh, wait a second. I don't have to pray for that. I don't have to pray for that. And in the middle of my prayer, I'm just smiling. It's like, wow, I just felt, because I didn't have to.
So yeah, basically, like more what you said is kind of like brainwashing yourself to not feel the thing in a way. It's like, yeah, there's good behind it, but at the same time, it's not applicable to everybody. Everybody's gonna feel different.
But I do believe religion is not like brainwashed. I think it's great that you have faith, that you believe in something.
Yeah.
Like, cause I personally.
I'm not saying it's brainwashed, but I'm saying like you're making some kind of way for you to get through this. So you brainwash yourself to get through it. You know. Yeah.
Because I feel like for someone that's religious, it's always sweet to hear them say, like, I keep you in my prayer. Yeah. Because it's something very strong and important to them, powerful to them. Yeah. Right? So it's like, yeah.
You want to hear what he has to say at the end? Let's get it.
Shout out to that brother right there. I think he said he had kids. Those kids are in great hands. Those kids are in great hands. Notice the difference in the first clip versus that clip. Notice the first interaction versus that interaction. Notice the difference of the tone. Notice the difference of the love. Notice the difference of the serenity. Notice the difference of the teaching. Just notice the difference. It's so far different.
I kind of don't like how him and Kevin, they always use black women as the negative model. Yeah. And then they use like men, like black men, as like in this scenario, right? As like, oh, you know.
Yeah, but if that's all who called in, do you have
no? Because by doing that, people are going to further generalize.
Put it in the back of the head.
Yes. Okay. Be like, oh, black women are trash. Yeah. And then they're irrational. Like, black single mamas are trash. We need to avoid those toxic women. They're just going to generalize something that way. And I don't think it's helping at all. That's why I feel like, especially like, okay, first of all, I don't feel like you should be if you have the option to choose, I don't think you should choose to be a single mom. Right. But if you happen to be one, I feel like, you know, people make stupid decisions when they're younger, and then they might mature and grow out of that stage. Okay. And as someone that's like outside of that group, I feel like we shouldn't be like judging them. Right.
So Kevin said this little thing about like young and dumb costs. Like that's not always applicable.
It's basically, you know how when we watch those movies where they just like stamp you as the slave, and you carry that mark for life. Right. I think that's what they're doing. If you're a single mom, they stamp you, and you carry that mark for life, and they look down on you because of that. And I don't think that's right. Like, yes, like I'm pretty sure a lot of guys still want to date women with kids. Yeah. But there are a lot of other guys that will oversee the fact that you're a single mom and look at who you are as a person and love you. So you just have to pick and choose. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's a death sentence. I think there are certain things I don't think you can come back from, but I don't think that's one of the things that you can change as a person from. You know?
What do you mean?
Like he acts like you can't change a person like you said, but I mean that is something that's gonna be an obstacle to get past for quite a few men, but I don't think it's a death sentence. But something like a raper or something like that. Yeah, you kind of tough to live that one down. Young and dumb. That ain't really gonna hit.
More like P file. That's more like something that you can't really change. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like a graper is gonna be tough for me to kind of, take in a graper. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah. But yeah, I guess the video it started off a little negative. I thought it was gonna be like him going Kevin Samuels Jr. But it ended up.
But I
going
do
to
feel
that.
like if I were him,
Yeah.
I would definitely go to Kevin Samuel's funeral because it's not just like we're friends on the internet.
Yeah.
We shout each other out. It's more like we're doing shows together.
Yeah.
We were having this. I feel like they were planning on something like bigger, like
Yeah.
co-branding or something like that.
Oh, they did have that little. They
Yeah.
took the
So
pictures.
if we're doing that, of course I feel obligated
Okay.
to show up to your funeral. Or
But
else,
the other guys that didn't show up to his funeral were also in the picture and also did stuff with him. Lady Attorney went to his place in Miami but didn't go to his funeral. The Dennis Sperling guy didn't go to his funeral, but you went to his birthday and crashed his birthday and gave him a gift. So
exactly, that person's alive. You showed up and give him a gift
yeah.
to build your relationship further, to keep that person happy,
Yeah.
to show that person you care. That person passed already. Showing up to his funeral, what does it do for him or for you? Nothing.
I don't know if that logic
You can
makes
say
sense.
goodbye to him at your own house.
I don't know if that logic makes sense.
You don't have to go to his funeral and say goodbye to him.
That logic doesn't
So I
make
feel like
sense.
showing up to a celebrity's funeral
Yeah.
is one is to show respect, second is for show. It's for show for all these people that are
Yeah.
watching who's going.
So he did that also for show. So he's a fake friend. So out of all of them, we'll say Dennis Sperling's a fake friend.
No, so like it's like either way, people are gonna judge you. You show up or no show up, people are gonna think
I
you're
think
for
Dennis
show.
Sperling's a fake
I
friend.
don't know who that is. I'm
He's
not
the
gonna make
little,
that
the little dude talking about some, if you talk anything about him, we gonna sue you and all this kind of stuff. And he doesn't even know the information about the woman who he was with. He doesn't know if that was his woman for a while. He doesn't know if that was somebody he's seeing for the night. All this kind of stuff. So I say he's a fake friend. I don't like the way that he didn't even question the woman or anything like that. He's just like, oh, you killed my friend. I mean, well, you might not kill my friend, but you might have.
And then you're gonna talk about like, oh yeah, this is a funeral. But what about visiting his graves? You know, like, do you show up there every single year to visit him? If
Obviously
you're a
not,
fake
but
friend.
you do pay the respects, the last little respects of
Saying goodbye.
yeah.
You can say goodbye to him at his
I
grave.
think if you showed up to a person's thing in person, you talked to them for quite a while. I think that's when it kind of jumps into like, yeah, you guys are actually friends. Like you actually showed up and saw him in person a few times while he was alive, and you talked to him all the time behind the scenes. I think that kind of makes it more of a serious friendship.
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it, man. But anyway, man, if you watched up to this point, thank you. Let us know what you guys thought about it. I'll link the video down in the description below because we skipped a lot of parts. And I think we got the gist of it, though. Do you feel like what the dude was saying about death is very meaningful and will help you get through? Or do you think there was a lot of hogwash and cope? Let us know down in the comments below, man. But again, thank you for watching the video. Have a great day. And I'll see you next time.